y'all. I was gonna say welcome back to my channel, but this is the first video I've ever posted, so welcome. I was gonna go fix my hair and put makeup on and put on a cute shirt, and then I started thinking this channel is called The Real Fuller House, and this is real. I don't fix my hair to clean. I don't put on makeup to clean, and most days I'm in yoga pants or jeans and a hoodie. I am a mommy to 6 kids, and I have been married for 13 years, and I've been inspired by some other YouTubers to start my own channel, and I've been putting it off for a long time now, and I'm ready to go now. I don't know what changed today. I want to be real on my channel, and I also I want to do things and reach people that will bring glory to the Lord. Maybe one day you'll get to hear our testimony. It's a pretty good story. At least it's my favorite, but I might be biased, but I think it's a pretty good story of mercy and grace and God's faithfulness and love. Like I said, we have lots of people always ask me if they're all mine, and they always have rude comments, and I just, until we had so many kids, I never realized how rude people are and the things that they say. Last week at the bank, a gentleman told me I should pace myself. So, to tell you a little bit about our 6 kids, the oldest is 15, and he was my husband's son from his first marriage. He was like 17 months old when I met my husband, and then when we got married in June, and then that fall he would be 3. So I've been around for a long time. So then my husband and I, we had a son together, and that's Brody, and he is 11. He'll be 12 in July, and I can't believe it. And then when Brody was about 4 months old, I found out I was pregnant again. And this time I was scared because I had a baby and I was getting ready to have another baby. And I just didn't know how I was going to make it all work. I worked full-time, my husband worked full-time, and we were already having a hard time trying to find care for Brody. And maybe one day, there's more to the story, like I said, and if y'all want to hear it, I can go into more detail. It also kind of weaves in with our testimony. And he was perfect. He was fine. He was 6 weeks early, and he weighed 6 pounds, 6 ounces. He would have been a big boy. But so my pregnancy with Jackson was not a storybook pregnancy. It was not fun. I was scared. I was worried. And I was like, why is this happening? I was nursing, so I had to be on the low dose birth control. And anyways, so fast forward a few years later, when Jackson was 2, I had to have a hysterectomy. So I like to step back and look at it and see, you know, God's hand in all of it, that we got pregnant so fast because I wouldn't have been able to have kids naturally after Jackson. And so, you know, I didn't know that at the time when I got pregnant, but now it's just, it's amazing to me to see his plan unfold. And also after Jackson, so we had 3 boys, and we thought we were, you know, we couldn't have kids anymore. I had a hysterectomy. My husband had a vasectomy. Like, we were done having kids. In the fall of 2015, I got this phone call. And,
hey guys, I just wanted to jump on here, and I cut out a bunch of it, so I just wanted you to know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when we got notified that the little girl we had a relationship with was in foster care.
And he said, well, go get her. And I said, I can't go get her. It's not that easy. And he said, well, go get her now. And so that was like an evening. And so the very next day, I called our local RNC worker and asked them what I needed to do. I told them that we were very motivated to become foster parents because we were like, she was ours. We knew she was ours, and we wanted to get her and bring her home and show her lots of love and attention and just the things that she needed. She was 6. But to make this very long story short, I'm only on the, what, 4th kid? So, her adoption was final in April of last year. So in just a couple of weeks, it'll be 1 year since she was adopted. And another miracle, God just made a way when there was no way. And so that's how we got our first little girl. Again, I cut some important stuff out, and I'm sorry. Hey, I'm talking about the phone call and how we got our next 2 little ones. Doesn't matter if you don't have anything you need, go to Walmart. Like, so I went, got the car seats, got some diapers. I thought, well, if we can just, in some pajamas or something, like, we just need enough to survive till tomorrow. We didn't know what the situation was going to be like or how long they would be with us or any of that either. And so we just kind of got what we needed, and I learned a lot in that time, and I want to tell, like, the story of how it changed me in our lives, and even some of my other kids, like, how it changed their lives. We sat down with the kids that all lived here first, and we asked them what they thought if we took these kids on. Like, what did they think about that? Were they okay with it? And one said, like, as long as I get to keep my room, I'm fine. And one's like, my toys, they're my toys, but that's okay. And then Brody, my 11-year-old, he wasn't 11 at the time, but he said, how could we not take them? He said, what are you going to do when you get to heaven and tell God, oh, sorry, I didn't take them? He's like, how are you going to answer that? And it's not funny, but it is, because he's right. He's right. Like, how am I going to explain, like, why? Because it would be too many kids to take care of. It'd be too many dirty clothes. I'd have to start all over with diapers and potty training and baby gates and baby proofing our whole house. Like, I didn't, like, our kids all, you know, they slept in, they got up and made themselves cereal. Like, they were pretty self-sufficient. So we were just kind of starting over again with babies. And he said, how could we not take them? And so that's kind of been my motto, how could we not? So anyways, that's the story of how we have 6 kids. I'm sorry it's so long. I hope it wasn't boring. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I will answer them if I can. There are, you know, I can't obviously answer anything about our foster kids, but we love all of them the same. Like, they're, you know, each and every one of them, they are all special and great kids. And even though that they can be little Tasmanian devils and go through the house like a tornado, my house is never clean. Like, the only reason why this looks clean is because I cleaned it up before I cleaned it up last night before I went to bed, because I got a new rug and a new vacuum, and I wanted to vacuum with my Dyson, so I cleaned up before bed last night. But usually everything's destroyed the next day. So I think it's kind of funny that I'm starting this channel and I'm going to talk about cleaning and mommy stuff and just things that have inspired me, YouTubers who have inspired me. I was commenting the other day to another person's comment on Beauty and the Beastons, and I told her, you know, I said, I remember when you only had 500 subscribers. Like, I've been a subscriber since then, and now she was at over 75,000 in a very short time period. Like, she's done awesome. And I just said, you know, thank you for encouraging me, because, you know, I have 0 subscribers. So I don't know, maybe my mom will be the only one subscribing. Hi, Mom. But it doesn't really matter, because like I said, like, my goal in doing all of this is to not, you know, become a top YouTuber or gain anything from it. I just want to like bring glory to the Lord. And I feel like I can do that through this channel. I know like Love Meg, she has several different videos that have helped me, you know, like, can't think of what it's called now, but I'll link it in the description box below. Like the two that I've watched more than once, on numerous occasions, that just kind of, you know, a lot of times people are afraid to talk about God and Jesus, and they don't want to offend anybody, and I certainly don't want to offend anybody, but you know, how can they don't want to hear his name and don't want to talk about him and want me to respect that, but I want to talk about him. Who is going to respect that? You know, just, we need, as Christians, we just need to be louder in you know, professing his love for us and the good news and sharing it with other people, because there's so many broken people that need him. And you know, so I hope that I can bring him glory and honor, and I can bring people to Jesus through this YouTube channel. Like I said, I can give our testimony one day. I don't know. I kind of have to check with my husband to see what he would want told. But I mean, I don't care to tell it all, but I don't know. I want to respect that from him. So sorry this video is so long. Maybe I can edit some of it out, but I have no clue what I'm doing. Like I said, this is my first video, and yeah. And that, if you're wondering, I am spackling a wall. So that's what that stuff is on the wall. I'm sure everybody will ask. I'm sorry the lighting is horrible. I'm making this on my phone. Like I said, like my first video, I've always been putting it off because I didn't want to have a first video. But I've been watching other people's first videos, and like everybody has a first video, and they're not that great. You know, the content is, but the lighting's not that great, or, you know, the quality, there's no music or stuff, you know, that these people have built up over time. So everybody has to start somewhere. So this is where I'm starting. And I hope you guys will stick around and share and like and subscribe. And I will catch you next time. Bye.